Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. What's going on? You all right?
Welcome back, everybody. We have Sarah Boone, exclusive jail call, prison call recordings. I won't say never before heard because there is a channel that got them first. A relatively small channel, credit where it's due, and they deserve it. They are the first ones to get their hands on these jail call recordings, and that is a channel called, right here, Hear Me Out. Extra points from JSP because your username is cat related. We love that. If you don't know who Sarah Boone is, real quick in 5 seconds, she's a freaking weirdo, doofus, loser who's obsessed with cheese and cheddar, and she got sentenced to like life for zipping up her boyfriend, fiance in a suitcase while, she claims they were playing a drunken game of hide and seek. And she found him and decided to zip him up. He was hiding in a suitcase and she zipped him up in there. And then she got so drunk she passed out and died. And ever since she's been locked up, she's demanded cheese. She's done everything she can to get her hands on any kind of cheese. I can't make this up, people. Baby Belle Boone, the Chancellor of Cheddar. She has requested to the court before her trial that she's allowed to have cheddar-related snacks during the trial because her tummy gets to rumbling for cheese. She was caught in jail with an obscene amount. I'm pretty sure it was like half a ton of cheese hidden under her bed. And then when she went on trial, they asked her what she remembers about the night of the murder. And she specifically referenced,
went and made myself a bowl of, I believe it was broccoli and cheddar soup.
Without further ado, let's get started and let's hear what Sarah Boone was saying leading up to her trial.
At a Florida Department of Corrections institution.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, sorry, I just got back literally like 5 minutes ago, and I wanted to try and get a chance to call you. Okay?
Yeah, I'm good. What's going on? You all right?
I'm not doing too good. I'm a little constipated from all the classic American cheddar I've been ingesting.
Outside the real world for like however many hours, and it's just heartbreaking.
You what? Say it again, Sarah. What happened?
Nothing. Fine. Just I was out in the real world in a real car and saw like fast food places and just life happening and just.
I was out in the real world in a real car and we passed by a couple fast food places. For example, Macaroni Grill. I know they have cheese, macaroni and cheese. We passed by McDonald's. They have cheeseburgers. We passed by Cheese Mart. I saw so much cheese. I'm sorry.
It's very frustrating, so I just don't feel like walking out and crying all the time. Just, I don't know how much more of this I can take. So I don't know when they could do my surgery. They think it'll be months. So
surgery? What kind of surgery does she need? Knee replacement surgery? Knee replacement surgery? What? Wow. Real quick, as you can hopefully tell from this video and even many previous videos before, there's a reason why viewers come to me for the most exclusive takes on what's going on behind bars for every hot true crime story. Just like there is a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. Now, they're a firm with over 1,000 attorneys, and that's because they win a lot. And as someone who takes pride in the fact that I deliver exclusive scoops and updates before the mainstream media a lot, and I get there first a lot, I relate with Morgan & Morgan. In the past few months, for example, a client in Florida received $12 million. This is, keep in mind, after the insurance company offered a settlement of $350,000. Again, in Pennsylvania, a client was awarded $26 million, which, by the way, was 40 times the insurer's settlement offer. Even if you think your case is not worth millions, why not just start a claim and fight for what you deserve at least? Because Morgan & Morgan makes it very, very easy. You can start a claim. You can do it on your phone. Just a few clicks on your phone right now. You can start it. If you're injured, you can go ahead and easily start your claim at forthepeople.com/jumpsuit by clicking the link below or by scanning the QR code right here on screen. It's that simple. What kind of surgery you need, ma'am? Look at your hair. You got Matthew McConaughey called. He wants his style back.
They don't know when they can do the surgery. Okay. How does that, who does the scheduling? The hospital or the jail, or they do it together?
Well, it has to be approved by Tallahassee, which means that, the surgeon told me everything, exactly what's going to happen, and then he said he has to send it to Tallahassee, and Tallahassee has to approve it, and it can take up to 7 months to a year, so.
My Lord.
So I don't know. It's just another thing with a question mark over my head to worry about, so.
Okay.
And then they moved me out of the dorm, so I'm really stressing about that.
They moved you out of the place you got moved to?
No, they will, though, when I have my surgery.
Oh.
They moved me out of the dorm. Wait, they are you telling me they moved you out of the dorm? Well, no, but they probably will. I don't know. My best guess tells me they will. I had a dream last night that they did, so I think they probably will. Ma'am, shut up.
You won't.
Listen, I have to tell you this on top of everything else. My pre-trial is May 28th, 60 days from when I originally did all of this. So I have to wait 60 more days.
Before she originally did all of this. All of what? What did you do?
Still hasn't put in the application, and it's killing me. It's killing me. That he won't put the application in.
But he doesn't, does he have to or no? Because you put the contempt in and then they put a continuance in.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about my son's visitation application to come see me.
Right, but I know that he's stopped following his modification.
Say anywhere, though, that I'm not allowed to see him. And phone calls and everything, there's nothing like that in there. It's just stupid alimony and just, I
thought that, didn't he say that he wants full custody and to end all your custody rights?
So she's talking about her other baby daddy, her first baby daddy she had a kid with. And she's complaining that she's not allowed to see the kid while she's in jail for murdering someone. How dare they?
Which would then change all the visitation?
that doesn't change visitation. It's his choice. Nothing's been set in stone, and he won't let me see my son, and I swear to God, he better hope he doesn't ever see me in person, because this is...
What? Excuse me? He better hope he never sees me in person. Why is that? Because you'd zip him up in a suit, in some luggage? Locked up in luggage. You'd lock him up in some luggage? You'd corner him in a carry-on? You'd lose him in some luggage? You'd seclude him in a suitcase? You'd bury him in a backpack? Ma'am, you're sick. What do you mean he better hope you never see him in ma'am? He will grab you by your Ric Flair haircut and slam you to the...
really killing me, and I just want to see him, and he wants to see me really bad, and just... I'm really going crazy. I really am going crazy.
I agree.
Really going crazy.
Why is it
I agree. You
minute?
are.
Because it's my stupid 5-minute free phone call that I didn't know about, and otherwise I would have given it to somebody. So just...
Can you call me back?
I have to wait 30 minutes.
Okay, well, give me a call back in 30 minutes. Sorry, I hate hearing you like this, but just remember, it's going to pass. And there's going to be brighter days. You're going to have days like this, and it's okay to be sad.
I walk around crying all the time.
I can't.
Call you back at 30. Don't let it hang up on us, okay?
Okay, you got it. Bye-bye.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from...
Yeah. Yes, I've been transferred to the Annex. ANNEX.
Annex. And do you also know that you're going to be found guilty? GUILTY.
I'm in P1.
CHEESE. Cheese.
Papa Dorm. Tell them Papa Dorm. P1.
Papa Dorm.
My bunk number is... And if I can tell you this, because I feel that I can, I think you very much try to understand where I'm coming from. So, like, this whole thing with and not paying me alimony, and I want you to know, like...
Alimony?
It's like I'm in this fabulous dorm and everything, but I just have nothing in my drawer but rust and the old newspapers that the previous girl left.
Okay. I'm in this fabulous dorm. I'm in the best dorm. I am being treated so well by the jail staff. I'm being kept in the most safe, just luxurious part of the jail due to the fact that everyone knows I zipped up my fiance in a suitcase. Because that's all over YouTube, I am just being treated like a queen. But, you know, I still have some complaints because I would like a couple grilled cheeses and some Kraft mac and cheese and some magazines. Cheese Weekly, the Cheddar Inquirer, and I'm not getting that. And so, you know, honestly, this isn't really living up to my I feel like I'm being oppressed a little bit.
And if be paying me something, or at least, you know, just something, I would have something in my drawer. And it's just like out of $61,000, I'm supposed to settle for what he's trying to throw at me or nothing. Like I could have been living comfortably, being like shaky and, you know, dysfunctional and just.
Have you thought about sending him a letter and him and his attorney and saying, hey...
I'm not doing that. I'm not surrendering ever.
Okay. All right. If it were, Sarah, like... Yeah, and I'm not trying to persuade you one way or the other. I'm just being your friend and telling you kind of what I think. I would be concerned that, you know, you could go through this trial and you could walk away with nothing.
What do I have now? Hey, what do I have now?
That trial is going to cost him a lot of time and a lot of money. So,
and they're trying to throw me out of $61,000, $6,000. $6,000 out of $61,000.
How do you know that number?
Because it's in the amended supplicated whatever it is.
What do you think you would settle for?
Ma'am, that sounded like a Harry Potter spell because it's in the amended Spectro Patronum of Levioso. What are you even talking? What are you quoting? What are you talking about? Excuse me?
I don't have a crystal ball. I know he's a piece of shit and he's bitter and he's angry and he's sad that he has to live an adult male life now. But I don't know. I don't even know. He never even would try to explain to me the $6,000 and the number that he came up from that.
Imagine a man taking care of a child that he had with Sarah Boone thinking, yeah, I don't think I should have to pay you alimony while you're in prison for murdering your next boyfriend. I got bigger things to worry about, i.e., our daughter, who I'm solely in charge of raising now that you're in prison for murdering your new boyfriend. And you have the audacity to feel outraged that you're not getting alimony from him. Oh my God, dude. I hope somebody locks her in a freaking suitcase in prison. I hope somebody puts her in a mattress.
I mean, does it hurt? I mean, if you came up with a number, like say if you know, he said 6,000. So if you went back and said, no, I want 12,000 or 20,000, right? And I know that's, you know, I'm just throwing that number out there. Let's just say you said, yes, I would take 20,000 to not have to deal with this and have definitive security for the foreseeable future until I can get out of here, right? I mean, I don't see how it could hurt by just sending him a note, and I could also send it to his attorney saying, hey, you know, like, we're asking, you know.
It's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get me to surrender. And it's
I'm not trying to get you to surrender. I'm just saying, like,
He's literally not. He's trying to get you a lump sum so that you can survive in jail and prison for the foreseeable future, because this is before she even went to trial. And so just if we're assuming you're going to like succeed at trial, which we know she doesn't, just for the foreseeable future, you have 20 grand, maybe settle for 15, which goes in prison. Oh my gosh, if you're just wanting snacks and hygiene and just like money to live and be able to purchase goodies, 15, 20 grand is, oh my gosh, like what a security blanket to have in there. And she's over here, you're trying to get me to surrender. Man, we're trying to get you to grow your hair out another 7 inches. We're trying to get you to take care of your skin. We're trying to get you to brush your teeth. We're trying to get you to quit eating cheese. We're trying to get... Let's continue the call.
Hurt you to ask for what you would.
That's what mediation is for, and that's what I was trying to do. So
right, but they're not giving you mediation. So all I'm suggesting is, you need a mediator. You don't need a mediator to send him a letter and just say, hey, look, I don't want to go through this. You shouldn't have to go through it either, because it's been through enough. We've been through enough. Save your money on the lawyers, and this is what I'm willing to settle for. But if you don't want to do it, that's
okay.
Just
hold on 1 second. I know, and I'm being respectful of what you're telling.
Mind you, this is the type of thing she fires her lawyers for. Like, realistic legal strategies that benefit her, as well as just a sprinkle of common sense. Get rid of him. Get him out of here. I can't deal with him anymore. I hate him. He's against me. This is what she gets rid of lawyers for, mind you.
Me, I understand it's constructive criticism, and my ears are open. My thing is, though, you weren't on the call with me for the hearing, but they make it seem like is standing there, with his gnawing on the tips of his fingertips, with tears in his eyes streaming down his face, settled, worried out of his mind, and just a blob of insecurity and sadness. What does know about any of this? Is not in any of this. That's why I don't understand why people keep bringing up. He's got nothing to do with it. He just does what Dad tells him to do and then calls it done. Brett just asks if he can come see Mom. Why haven't you filled out my application? And his response always is, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Is she talking about the kid? Correct me if I'm wrong. That little pussy's always crying. That little toddler's always got tears in his eyes anytime he sees his mama in a jumpsuit in court for murdering people. What a little bitch. Oh my gosh, I can't deal with how big of a pussy this kid is. Who are you? What are you?
So if anybody's doing anything to him, it's... If he throws his crumbs and his peanuts at me, ain't gonna make nothing different.
Whether knows it or not, it's just
penis.
Kind of neither here nor there. It's. I was just saying that as a way to kind of say, like, how would you approach them, and that would be the way to approach them, is to say, like, the way I would put it is like, that money and time that we'd be spending on a trial should be going toward our son.
You do realize that his parents have furnished fully this entire everything, including his attorney, right? It's not a cent out of his back pocket. He works a part-time job if he has a job at all ever, because of the phenomenal amount of money that he has.
You do realize that you zipped up your fiance in a suitcase and drank yourself to death while he suffocated and died. You do realize that, right? While you dreamt of blocks of Swiss cheese dancing around you in a circle, chanting hymnals. Your fiance was dying in a suitcase that you zipped him up in, because he thought y'all were playing a harmless game of drunken hide. We got a little drunk. We're going to play hide and seek. We're going to connect as a couple. We're having a good time. This is a little silly, a little childish, but you know what? We're just being silly. We're having a good time. It's all good fun. And then you zip him up and slam like 4 more glasses of wine and start running your nasty little thin, chapped mouth and let them die in there. You do realize that, right? Why doesn't my first baby daddy want my kid to have, why don't he want me to have custody of that kid? I'm facing life in prison. I think I'm more qualified to have custody of my child than the daddy who's out here working probably a blue-collar job providing for the household. Instilling values in the boy or the girl, I don't know. Who's going to teach her about cheese?
And
He's destitute, right? And he's destitute to make sure that Lucas is put on a pedestal and like the young man that he is. It's a bunch of shit.
so that's not the only argument. The other argument is that they're saying, like, you don't need it.
Yeah,
Right.
And your argument is, well,
I could have had my effing storage in it. Oh, speaking of which, before I forget, please, did you get my durable power of attorney yet?
I have not received that yet, no.
You've checked your mail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, she's about to
and
fire
then also,
him.
I was thinking about this shackled and
She's gonna
inflated for
fire
my
him.
wrist. You should see my wrists, how cut up they are from them putting the damn handcuffs on me for 8 hours too long.
Man, I don't care how cut up your wrists are. Look at your hair. I need you to assess your haircut. Your hair, ma'am. Your hair. Bradley Cooper, Matthew McConaughey.
What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do for this financial affidavit? What am I supposed to do? Because I'm the one who tried to initiate it, and it seems like it was. And so now, how do I do my part and make sure that he's doing his? The judge ordered both of us to submit a financial affidavit.
Oh, okay. Well, I think your financial affidavit is basically just saying exactly what you have. You know, it's just basically saying.
There's an actual legal document for it. We had to do it during my divorce.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's probably a pretty simple thing to find online. And the short answer for you is going to be a bunch of zeros, right? I mean, you don't have anything.
But my thing is, so too.
She's got
something
cheese?
that the judge is supposed to supply. Like, how.
Cheddar cheese?
When is he
sir?
submitting his? Like, this is how it's very difficult for me, and it makes me so anxiety-filled. Frustration it's something where.
Look at that. It makes me so anxiety-filled frustration. Ma'am, that's not how you use English, please, for the love of God. You've been eating too much Gouda.
You know, somebody needs to instruct me on how to do this, and like, how will I know when Brian submitted his? Can you go on the Clerk of the Court's website and see at least what's been submitted? I mean, I know, hopefully you can't. People can't open them like you, and I believe you could because you're my durable power of attorney. But can you see what's been filed? Like, if he submitted it, I'm going to do it today, if not tomorrow. But you have to understand, I have no.
Look at this. Look at my mouse, my cursor. I just want to point out I'm counting 1, 2, 3 crevices of cheese-filled jaw fat. And these lips look mighty dry. My Lord. And look at that hair. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I tell you who'd be jealous of this hair. I tell you, Lois from Malcolm in the Middle.
I tell you,
Yes, Bob.
I have old newspapers and rust in my drawer. I have nothing to even trade somebody. Turn out unless so you can see me. Like,
Yeah,
I
totally.
need something in my life, or otherwise I'm going to go effing insane. I can't explain it to you, and I'm really trying to keep it together. But after today, and a taste of what real life is out there, and to see everybody, you know, functioning normally and everything, it's very difficult for me, and I'm trying very hard.
So basically, she's saying she's surprised the world didn't stop spinning when she got arrested for zipping up her fiance in a suitcase because she was drunk.
Hard to keep it together.
So what did you see? You saw, like, people walking around?
Everything.
Yeah.
Traffic, you know, people working. The office that I was in was like the office that I worked at. And I was thinking that I could do all of this that the one girl was doing. And just, it's, you know.
What hospital?
See Lucas.
What
Hospital, it was a doctor's office. Oh, can you look him up for me? His name is Seaborn Hunt.
Mike Hunt.
Just
my
sometime
God.
when you have 5 minutes, just look him on the internet, see if he's got good my decent reviews.
You're such a little bitch. Like, dude, I've done 10 years in prison. Like, this happens. You go on a prison bus, you go on a ride, that's like the good part of it. After so many years, you don't see the outside, and then you get to go on a bus ride and get to see cars and a McDonald's, and you pass by a Walmart and people are carting their groceries, and you're like, oh my gosh, like this is real life. Like that's what's out there. And it's like it kind of reminds you appreciate the stupid little things that never mattered to you. And take note, citizens who have not been to prison and are not going to prison, there are inmates who drive by on this bus and they see you going about your mundane, petty, normal, nothing special lives as you see it. And they are envious. It just fills them with a burning passion. Oh my gosh, what I would give to be able to walk into a Walmart and have $50 in my pocket and just select what I want. That's how it is. That's how it feels. That's what she experienced, and it's messing with her mind. But make no mistake, she's not special. She's not seeing anything that other inmates, male or female, don't see all the time. She's just getting her first dose, and she's taking it very harshly, and it's hitting her really hard. This is nothing special. Honestly, the veteran inmates would hear this, or hear her say this, and be like, bitch, comb your hair, okay? Like, get yourself together. Like, what do you think this is, man? This is prison. Yeah. It's going to hurt when you see people going about their day-to-day life because you're in here hiding cheese under your bunk bed and getting caught with it. Yeah, it sucks. Shouldn't have killed your husband.
Please. His name is Seaborn. First name is Seaborn. His last name is Hunt. H-U-N-T.
That's a pretty cool name.
And I have to tell you too, like, everything reminds me of, like, everything reminds me of, and it's like the devil, man. It's just, like, everything reminds me of, so it's just, you know what it is? It's like,
what is it?
Has to go and
it's just like, oh my God. Hey, you know what it is? Yeah, you're a sociopath. You just literally changed, like, drastically changed intense emotions on the split of a freaking dime.
his room away from in order to talk to me. And then last night,
you know what it is?
We had a really good conversation. And he's like, Mom, call me back in 30 minutes. So then my stupid self called back in 30 minutes and nobody answered. So I called.
Oh my God.
And I called.
Oh no.
And I called for like 6 hours.
God forbid he's driving or he's in the checkout of Walmart when you called. God forbid his bank called him to talk to him about, a fraud charge. God forbid his niece called him about asking if he'd come to the homecoming to escort her. God forbid he has any type of life going on. But when you called approximately on the dot 30 minutes later, he didn't answer, and that broke your heart. My Lord, you better learn your place. You are nothing. I will let you. It's not because you're Sarah Boone. It's because you're an inmate. And now you're in prison. You are at the mercy of every fucking body you could ever contact. You are on their time, their terms, their life, their situations. Nothing you have going on matters. You better build your life around everyone else's if you hope to call them and gain sympathy and any favors, whether financial or anything else. You better humble yourself. She can't do that yet. She's still firing lawyers at this point for not following her genius plan that ultimately got her life in prison.
Afterwards, and nobody answered. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on or why they did that, but I'm pretty sure.
Why?
You don't have to answer the phone.
Jeez. cheddar.
To the phone, so he didn't.
Kraft American singles.
Over 6-hour period. You guys don't get it when I tell you this, and I'm so tired, and God bless you. I'm so fucking tired of I told you so moments. I know how vindictive and vicious is and can be, especially with money and parents and resources behind him. So I know that this is what he's doing. He's probably encouraging, so just don't pick the phone up. You know you don't have to. There's nothing she can do about it.
There's also nothing you can do about the fact that you're going to get life in prison for murdering your fiance.
You don't understand how vindictive is. That he has said to me on the phone in front of how he used to make me feel when I was married to him. His entire
I was married to him.
family. And now I'm in prison where they can all clap and do backflips and double high-five each other. God, he spent $2,000 on a fucking bidet. Do you understand that? Because he can't wipe his ass properly, he bought a bidet. And then nonetheless, his bathroom was so filthy, he put it in.
He bought a bidet. He wants his booty hole clean, so he bought a bidet. Can you believe that? Toilet paper wasn't enough. Mr. Fancy Pants over here. Mr. Holy Moly. Mr. Holy Hole. He bought a bidet to splash up his booty. Can you believe that? He's too good to walk around like the rest of us with just a little bit of residue hanging on the rim and streaking our underwear just a slight bit. That will come off in the washing machine, so no harm, no foul, but still, it does rub off just a slight bit. He's too good for that. He's got to clean it all up right there and then. So he bought a bidet. Can you believe that? Cheese!
And I'll never forget, like, Mom, I hate that he uses my bathroom when he has his own bathroom and won't clean it, and nonetheless bought a bidet that hated. $2,000 on a bidet, but couldn't pay me alimony? Not even $25. Hell, give me 15. Just throw me something.
Well, let's be real. What are you going to do with alimony? Buy wine by the box? More wine to get more drunk to where I more quickly reach a state to where I will murder a man that I'm having sex with. You know, I mean, he's basically funding your progression to a mindset where you kill men.
Day. And then told me about it.
Does how much does his parents give him a year?
Between $250,000 and $500,000.
A year? How does that?
Why do you think I stayed married to him for so long?
You sure about that?
How does that money come?
Dr.
Wait,
Don.
whoa.
He's
Whoa.
a year? How does that?
Why do you think I stayed married to him for so long?
She said his parents give him $250,000 to $500,000 a year. This guy can't believe it. Are you sure? Wait, whoa. Are my numbers correct? Is my math? Are you sure? Like that? Why? What makes you think they give him that much per year? Did you hear what she said? Let's rewind.
Between $250,000 and $500,000.
A year? How does that?
Why do you think I stayed married to him for so long?
Why do you think I stayed married to him so long? This stinky little short-haired bitch. She stayed married to the man that she's demanding custody of a child from and alimony from solely because he was given so much money by his parents. That's the sole. She just admitted, I only stayed married to him for so long so that I could find a way to steal this money from him and benefit and siphon these finances off of him. Why do you think come on, get real. Why do you think I even stayed married to him for so long? It was because he was getting $250,000 to $500,000 a year. I needed a lot of money for hair treatment so that I could keep my little, I'm not going to say it. her head is a normal head, but it's like shaped like one of the shrunken heads, like of the Aztecs.
Oh, how does that money come?
Stocks and bonds.
He's going to have to.
It's cold money. Why do you think I've been seriously adamant about this financial affidavit and then his bank statements for the last 5 years of everything that he paid for? Plus, he has an $8,800 Uber Eats credit card that almost pushed him into bankruptcy. Do you understand that also? Uber Eats.
But how is he?
$1,000.
But Sarah, how is he getting $250,000 and $500,000 a year, and he's getting pushed into bankruptcy? That doesn't make any sense.
Because he lied in the marital whatever the fuck it is, and then threw whatever $10,000, $12,000 at my ass to buy me out of the house, and then for the $330,000 that we spent, he got $500,000, $600,000 for it, and then had to get a whole other mortgage on the new house that they're living in now. All of this, everything that he did, he got double and triple the amount of money of things. And then ended up getting a new car, got all new everything, got the new house, got everything. He's got like $4,000 in Nintendo shit. Like,
so it sounds like his family loves him and thinks he's a great guy and got a bad deal with you, which, you know, you are a convicted murderer of men that you have romantic relationships with. And they supported him financially because they had the means to do so. You sound very bitter and jealous and angry that his family did that for him, and you sound very angry that this man's family, who doesn't even know you, didn't just like hit you up and be like, "Hey, do you mind if we send you $620,000? You know, we just want to make it fair and even." They don't know you. You look like a freaking ostrich with a bob cut. You look like a turkey with the slick back. Ma'am, you got fortunes. Ma'am, you got.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Buys.
Right. Some pretty big windfalls with the equity in the house. He's got his parents who are giving, you said, around $250,000 to $500,000 a year. But at the same time, he's also filing for bankruptcy. How is that even possible?
This was something that Lana told me, I don't know, however many years ago, but she even forwarded it to me on my tablet at county, where it stated that, I don't know if it was bankruptcy, but it was something where he was, the creditors were after him over an almost $9,000 credit card with nothing but Uber Eats on it.
Maybe the parents have stopped supporting him.
I don't know. I just know that he's got $2,000 to spend on the day, $2,000 to buy plane tickets for a trip.
How dare he spend $9,000 on Uber Eats? I mean, yeah, I murdered my current boyfriend by suffocating him in a suitcase. But, I mean, screw that. How dare he spend $9,000 on Uber Eats, which honestly, sir, from me to you, how dare you? But no, genuinely, if that's true, how dare you spend $9,000? What are you ordering? What's so good? What's so tasty? I'll do a food review. What were you getting that you couldn't resist? But no, but the fact is, shut your freaking mouth. Shut your hair. Shut your hair, Cheese McGee, Cheesy, Mrs. Cheddar. You killed your fiance.
They never took, $4,000 in, Nintendo stuff and VR, and they go to movies and they go out to eat all the time. Just they're living large. They're living large. Okay.
They play a few games on the Nintendo. They go out to eat at Buffalo Wild Wings, and then they've gone to see a movie or two in the theater. They're living large. They're living large. Hollywood. Sounds like a normal. He bought Mario Kart and then Mario World on Nintendo Switch, and then he had the audacity to go out and him and three buddies went to Sticky Fingers and got some buffalo wings, and then they went and saw the new Scary Movie in the theaters. They're living large. They're just out there living like a bunch of kings. Living it like royalty out here. Ma'am, that kind of sounds like your average American.
Can you ask, I don't know, who's the regular attorney? Can you ask, is this something that the court furnishes, or how do I submit this?
But Sarah, like a financial affidavit is basically just it's a financial statement that you give to the court saying.
I know what it is. I had to do one for the divorce. I don't care what form it is. I just want to make sure that I want to submit what it is that I'm supposed to submit. And if there's a time frame on it, when is he supposed to submit his? I know there's no way that we're supposed to be waiting 60 damn days for this to be submitted, for her to review it and then say, okay, now what? And then have pretrial what? He's trying to push pretrial or trial like 2 or 3 days afterwards.
Mm. A huge help here would be if we could get the judge to appoint you an attorney.
I'll trade in my life. Do you understand? Listen, I will trade in my life for the rest of it. Whatever I need to do, please, God, see if you can get me an attorney. I'm pregnant. Just please. Yeah.
So I think what we need to do is we need to ask the judge for the court's help.
Is it like a secret where, they don't just, they don't offer it because they don't want to pay for it? Or like, I don't understand why nothing's been done for me or anyone else in the past. And please, if you've got your pen and paper or whatever it is, please write down, please call. And then please find out about this financial affidavit. Like, I want to make sure that, how am I supposed to get mine?
You have 1 minute remaining.
Bookmark it or whatever you do on your computer, and I'll call you tomorrow too.
All right,
I'm just stressed out of my mind.
Lord have mercy.
I know. Keep your head up.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Keep your hair gelled and combed and mighty stiff.
My goodness. Oh, wow. And there's your insight. Why did Sarah Boone fire like 8 lawyers? There's why. She thinks she knows everything. She's trying to tell everybody what to do and what you need to know and just how to correct you. Like, nobody wants to hear that crap. Ma'am, you suffocate. Why are you talking about this guy? You murdered George in a suitcase. That's it, because you got drunk. Anyways, let me know. Do you want to hear more calls from Sarah Boone? What do you think about these calls? And we are officially back, baby. So keep tuning in, and I'll keep posting. See you next time.
Sarah Boone, I caught you hiding cheese. Hey.